Hey students, so we are tackling question number 11 and we'll see how far we get. So we're talking about growth hormone as one of the hormones of the anterior pituitary, and when we look at disorders, it gives us a little more insight as to what the hormone is doing in the body. So looking here at pituitary dwarfism, this results from a hyposecretion, and you guys already know this is a low secretion of growth hormone in childhood. So, brother and sister here, you can see that this is obviously the normal secretion of growth hormone, hyposecretion here in this pituitary dwarfism that we see here. And we see that, the long bone growth is not what it is in this young man right here. Okay, so you see here the anterior pituitary releasing too little of that hormone. Okay, that's not what the question is about. All right, we're having a little trouble here. Let's see. Okay. So we're looking here at gigantism. All right. And so here is where we're seeing a hypersecretion or too much growth hormone secreted during childhood. This guy, I believe, is in the video you're going to be watching today. His name is Robert Ludlow or Wadlow, something like that. Anyway, you see definite long bone growth here. You see this young man here in middle school, obviously very much taller than his peers, but this is hypersecretion of growth hormone during childhood. Okay, that is gigantism. So the question's asking, what's the difference between gigantism and acromegaly? Well, acromegaly happens when we have too much growth hormone secreted, but after long bone growth has ceased. So once you're past your years of growing, you have your long bones that have finished growing. We studied that in the skeletal system. When we still have too much growth hormone being secreted, that hormone is acting on bone cells, but it causes them to grow outward instead of lengthwise. Okay, so we have this facial bone growth right here in the frontal bone. You see the mandible is also growing, so it looks like the mandible is protruding down here or sticking out. And so the longer this progresses, you can kind of see here the progression of this in this lady. And so this is acromegaly. It's called the appositional growth. It's an outward growth instead of a lengthwise growth as a result of growth hormone. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here just to make sure we don't run out of time. All right, we'll see you in the next video.